Warning! This video contains scenes of nerdiness. If this offends, disturbs or upsets you, then I beg of you, please do not watch this video.
Hey there guys, welcome to another video. So, you may remember, I did a review of Grid Autosport and criticised it quite a lot for not being as good as the original Race Driver Grid. So what I thought I'd do, I thought I'd take a look back at Race Driver Grid, the original. See if I'm sort of remembering it in rose-tinted spectacles, because I did state in Grid Autosport review that this game is my favourite racing game of all time. So, firing up has reminded me just how old it is. It only runs at 720 at max. Oh, I think it's a tad bit higher, but that's a bit weird. So if it looks all a bit fuzzy, that's why. So let's get into a race. Now I'm anxious to see how this goes, because I don't want to think I've been looking through it in rose-tinted spectacles, to be honest. I'm not sure what to start in, really. Oh, I remember that. No thanks. 24-hour Le Mans, those are epic races. I'm not ready for one of those. Let's try Demolition Derby, shall we? Nice and easy. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get the one with the... Let's go with the long one. Let's do this. Difficulty serious, because I used to be pro at this game. Used to have everything on max difficulty. I had some assists turned off. I did manual gear shifts. I never do that in any game, but in this one I did. That's how hardcore I got into it. So, fastest Toujay speed. Okay, right. Let's woohoo, boy! Oh man. So I recall saying that I reckon that the damage engine in this is, ooh wow, I'm rusty, is more advanced than the one in Grid Autosport. Holy smokes. Alright, and so far I'd say that's correct. Look at that damage already, that looks pretty good. And that's the thing, AI. That's one thing I criticise a lot in Grid Autosport, but in this I love it. It feels like you're really racing people. They're crashing, they're swerving, they don't just feel like gods who take every corner perfect, who never crash and will quite happily ram you off the road. And oh boy. Righty-ho. Ah, made it. So that's something that's really good, having some good AI. And oh boy. Oh, yes. Alright, let's check out this damage engine now. I love this. Pause you for a second. Now, I used to spend so much time doing this. First of all, can I just note, this looks pretty good considering how old it is. If this was in 1080p, this would look pretty nice, I think. Do an HD remake, Codemasters. You know you want to. So, don't you think that? That looks great, I think. So, let's look at this. I used to do this all the time when I'd have a good crash. You could watch it in slow motion. Oh, nostalgia bomb! Come on now. Let's see. How does the damage engine hold up? Because I remember at the time it was mind-blowing. That's pretty good. That has deformed quite a lot. What was his car look like? That's a big dent in the side of his car, see? Look at that. Look at all the particles as well. A boring fact, at the time this held the world record for the most particles of bits and bobs in a racing game ever. Look at that, look how mangled the whole of his car, bent the axle. All of the front of my car, the wheels bent back. It's just so much better than anything in Grid Autosport, personally thinking. And the handling is super... Oh yeah, also we've got the flashback, which I can't remember if this was the first game or one of the first games. I have a feeling it was the first game to have the flashback feature in it. And I like the fact it puts a limit on the amount of flashbacks you can have, Pro Dodge. Because like in stuff like Forza, it just gives you unlimited amounts. It sort of takes the tension away because you can always just restart it 5 seconds before you crashed. Ooh, I like this, depending on your difficulty, you get a set amount of flashbacks. Oh, I love the way this game handles. I'm going back in... Oh, look at that! Nasty. I'm going back in a cockpit mode because this is the best cockpit mode ever, if I recall. Don't hit me, bro! Yes! Right. God, this thing handles like a whale. But I mean, just cockpit mode. The way it shakes, it wobbles about, it bounces up and down, the way it changes. Oh, I won the first race. Nice! The way it changes, the way the engine sounds. I'm falling back in love with this game. I'm nerding out all over this. Funky music. Play that funky music. Alright. So let's try something different. Pro Muscle Touring Cars. I remember touring cars being fun. I'll save my open wheel favourites till last, possibly. I might not get around to it, depends. It depends! This is bringing back memories. I played so much of this game. Back on my Xbox 360 it was. And look how detailed the cockpits are! Look at that! In Grid Autosport, they're just black, textureless things that you can barely see anything in. And when you do, it's horribly low res. This is gorgeous in comparison. Look at it. Look at my legs. Ooh. Eyes on the road, not your legs. Oh, the way this game handles. I have never driven another game that handles this well. Well, this fun. I mean, it's not realistic necessarily. It's a mix of realistic and simulation, but it's just so good. It just, I can't describe to you really how it handles. It's just, you know, it's a mix of arcade and simulation. Someone's crashed. See, that's awesome. But it's just like, I think it is the perfect mix. The cars feel slightly slidey. They handle really lightly. Oh, it's so good. How do I look behind me? That's what I want to know. Ooh. Oh, I just love the way this game handles. Never have I found a game that handles quite like it. I really wish I had, because it's so nice.
2 seconds separate you and
Yes! Not anymore! Gaining on you! It's pretty smooth as well. I suppose I'm playing it on PC, so it's probably running at 60 frames per second. Don't know what it ran out on consoles, but I don't know. Come on. And look, you can slightly cut a corner without it penalising you for 5 seconds. Another thing that adds to the fun. Ooh, look at that, the bounciness in the cockpit. It sort of wobbles about. I love it. Oh, it's all coming back to it's all coming back to me, he says, as he crashes into the side. Oops. Yes. Oh, this game is as good as I remember it being. And loads of in-game advertising. Remember eBay, you could buy and sell your cars on eBay on this game. Which was quite cool, actually. Also, that's a thing. The campaign is fantastic. Oh, we're going left. Sorry, I thought I was going to go right then. The campaign in this game is just so good. I love it. You start off as a total novice with a wrecked old car, and you slowly build up your racing team, so you're trying to scrounge money and buy cars cheap off eBay. Oh, it's so good. Rather than the soulless drudgery that is Grid Autosport. I'm really wailing on Grid Autosport. Now, don't get me wrong. Right, I'm going to pause to make this point. Grid Autosport is not a bad game. If you've never played this game and you play Grid Autosport, you'll probably think it's pretty good. Okay? Disclaimer. However, I've played this game and it outclasses it in every way, minus the visuals. And I think it'd be pretty close if this was 1080p. Oh, this game is great. Makes me want to talk like this. Oi! Oh, my Russian coming out again. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I might have to do the campaign of this again now. Look at that, and your windscreen gets flakes of dirt all over it. Oh, it's just these little minor details. The way you're bumbling about inside of here, it's just so nice. Whoop! Whoopsie daisy. I'm absolutely drooling over this. I realise everyone's going, oh, what a nerd! Look how much he loves this stupid old game. But seriously, give this a play, people. Well, prove it to yourselves. This game is just so good. Just the way it handles and the sense of speed and the way the cockpit wobbles about. It feels like you're in it. And it's just fun to drive. Grid Autosport. It was slightly more realistic, so it was just a bit boring. But this, you can sort of handbrake around the corners a tad bit more. It's just, it gives you that opportunity to be flamboyant without feeling just like, you know, Need for Speed. It's just perfect. It's great. And I'm nerding out. And I love it. Come on, let's go for handbrake. I used to be good at this. Okay, I'm not good at it anymore. I'm not doing bad though. First time I played this in yonks. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I thought I had a burst tyre then. That was something cool you could get. You could burst your tyre. There you are. That was a handbrake turn. Oh, yeah. Had a pretty good selection of cars. Whoops. I recall as well. If I recall correctly. Whoop! Oh, nice handbrake turn there, bro. How do I look behind me? Oh, there we are. Look at my car, how messed up it is. Whoops. Okay. Oh, this game is so great. Play it, people. Play it for yourself. Ooh, 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 look at the way the suspension works. Okay, I'm gonna have to end it there before I totally nerdgasm over everything. Oh, it's so good. I love it so much. Alright, I apologise if you have watched this all the way through. But I do sincerely recommend this game. It is still brilliant, and you can probably pick it up dirt cheap if you're getting it for a console. I'm pretty sure it was in one of those... it's Xbox's version of Platinum Games. So you can pick that up well cheap. I think it was out on PS3. I had it on the 360 myself. Oh, I love it. I think I'm just going to bask here in nostalgia. In the radiation of the nostalgia bomb that did just go off in my room. So thanks guys for watching. If you have enjoyed that, well, that's a bit weird, but I'm glad you did. If you're a fellow grid racer, race driver grid nerd, high five to you. You're the best. And yeah, if you did like it, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. Feel free to leave a comment, guys, and thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video. See ya, guys.